happiness is probably elevated by the amount of pain that you.
I'm at the race where he broke all the bones in his feet, you know. I saw him. I participated in that race. It's the first time I saw him. I was running this race. It was a 24-hour race as a relay team. I was with 4 friends. And the format of the race is, you know, you run a mile, I run a mile, whatever team runs the most amount of miles wins the race. He had no teammates.
I know every motherfucker ain't gonna do what I'm gonna do. So this is how you level up. That's how you level up. I know there's a whole bunch of people with that right there. That fires me up. That makes me happy, what you just said. That brings joy to my life right there.
Why?
Because I know there's so many people that have the ability and just refuse to get off that couch. Refuse to study a few more hours. Refuse to go deeper, to go further. And that's where I gain the advantage.
Those times when you get up early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream. That's the dream. It's not the destination, it's the journey.
So many people have that ability. They haven't taken the time to see what they want in life. Therefore, he's crazy, I'm crazy. They put a title on us. You know what a title does to people? A title is the greatest separator of all time. It allows you to go away in your comfort zone saying, he's just nuts. He's special person. That gives you a get out of jail free card. You can go ahead and be normal now because we're special people. No, we found what we want in life.
Is there any better feeling than being locked in?
No.
Like when you are locked in and you are, you know, you're taking and you're in a rhythm and every day you're knocking it down. You never miss a step.
To the gym one day.
Yeah. If you have one good day where you eat clean, you got that day, you woke up, you put your shoes on, you went for a run, you worked out your driveway, you got a good day in.
Yep.
That's sometimes all you need to do and decide, this is what I do from now on. I have good days.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be another good day. And then I'm going to force myself into another good day. And the next thing you know, I've got some momentum.
You just didn't work. A real man, when coach ain't even watching, he's studying film on his own because he loves the process.
We all live in this world where our brains are keeping us in this box. Outside that box, on the other edge of suffering, which is on the other edge of that 40%, is a world that's endless of opportunity. But we are afraid to go outside that box because in that box is comfortable. That's where all of our nice stuff, you know, that's where the nice 4-lane highway's at. I know where the restrooms are at. I know where the gas stations are at. Outside that box, man, God gives you a shovel. And he says, man, start digging. That's not fun. But when you dig your own path to all kind of stuff that's unknown. And that's what I started realizing, man, like on the other end of this is some beautiful stuff. So I got outside my box and realized, man, 300 pounds, now look at me, I'm 185 pounds. And on the other side of the box was all this stuff. And I didn't know it was over there until I climbed the wall and saw it.
So what wall are you climbing now?
Man, right now, I've climbed a lot of walls. There's no more walls anymore.
If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're going to try, go all the way. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs, and maybe your mind. Go all the way. It can mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It can mean freezing on a park bench. It can mean derision, mockery, isolation. Isolation is the gift. All the others are a test of your endurance, or how much you really want to do it. And you'll do it, despite rejection and the worst odds, and it'll be better than anything you can imagine.
Do you actually want to do this or not? Do you actually want to do this or not? Because if you actually want to do it, what's going to stop you? Nothing. And if you don't really want to do it, what's going to stop you? Just about anything that comes up. Just about any obstacle that gets in your way becomes an excuse. It becomes a reason, it becomes a rationale for not proceeding down that path.
Master the 3 W's. You got to want it, you got to work it, then you got to win it.
I know that's right.
Now, how bad do you want it? Because if you want it bad enough, you go work it.
then if you do those two, you're gonna win.
Don't get caught up in, well, I've tried it 4 or 5 times and things didn't work out. If there's something that you want and you're hungry for it, you've got to do whatever is necessary until. And when you give the best you can and that's not enough, you must do what is required.
That's what it takes. To do anything successfully in life, you've got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. And if you want it that bad, if you're willing to give it that much, you get a big piece of what you want. In life, and dreams do come true. Anything you want can happen and become a reality.
There will be plenty of opportunities to get discouraged, to lose your passion, and think that it's not meant to be. But if you're going to reach your destiny, you have to have a made-up mind. If you give up after the first time, or the 5th time, or the 30th time, what that really means is you didn't want it bad enough. There should be something you're believing for that you are relentless. You are not moved by how impossible it looks. You're not discouraged by how long it's taking. You don't give up because people told you no. Your attitude is, if I have to believe my whole life, I'm not going to stop believing. I am not going to take no for an answer. I'm not going to settle for mediocrity. I'm going to keep pursuing what God put in my heart.
Desire is the starting point of all change. The most important question that you have to ask yourself in life is, how badly do you want what you want? How badly do you want it? Or do you want it at all? You see, there's an awful lot of people who want an awful lot of things. But how badly do they want it? If you want it so badly, if you want it with tremendous intensity of desire, there's really nothing in the world that can stop you from getting it.
Success doesn't come to the most intelligent or the most talented. Success comes to those who are the most hungry for it.
If you quit, it's really easy to predict your future. How's that feel? But if you don't quit, if you go for it with no proof, you can't quantify it. People are going to call you crazy. Your friends are going to look at you sideways. But you'll have the opportunity to play in the game and stop sitting on the sidelines. And you might fail for a while. And you might have to pay your success tax. And you might have to go through 7 failures, 9 failures, 12 failures. You might be sleepless at night wondering why the heck you're doing it. But on the other side of that, you get to see who you're meant to be, who God designed you to be, and tap into your full potential, and there's nothing better.
You have to want something so big that it wakes you up in the middle of the night. You have to want something so big that you think about it all the time. You have to want something so big that it drives you to wake up when you don't want to. It keeps you up at night when you long been sleepy. It makes you show up, do things you wouldn't normally do. It requires extra. If you want to be extraordinary and not ordinary, if you want to be ordinary, live your life. But if you want to be extraordinary, you have to be extra. If you put extra on top of ordinary, that word is extraordinary.
When you have a made-up mind, when you decide that you want to do something, I was reading something the other day, he said the power to hold on in spite of everything, the power to endure, this is the winner's quality. The hunger, the ability to face defeat again and again without giving up. This is a winner's quality. You have that quality within you. When you're hungry, you don't care about the facts. You don't care about the odds.
But if you want something bad enough, you can't let anybody tell you you can't do something. I'll repeat that. If you want something bad enough, you can't let anybody tell you you can't do something, not even yourself.
There's an interesting story was told about Socrates, and Socrates was talking to one of his students, and the student said, I am hungry for knowledge. What can I do to increase my knowledge? And Socrates said, knowledge is something that is readily available and easy to get if you want it that enough. He said, I'm sure I want it badly enough. And Socrates said, come with me, and he walked him offshore into the ocean, and walked him offshore into the Aegean Sea. And I got about 3 or 4 feet, and Socrates, a very, very strong man, grabbed the young man and put his head under the water. And the young man began to struggle, and finally became incredibly frantic, and finally brought him up. And he said, now what did you want while you were under the water? And he said, all I wanted was air. He said, all I could think of in the whole world was air. He said, when you want knowledge with the same intensity that you wanted that oxygen, you will get all the knowledge that you could desire. And when you want anything with great intensity, if you have the desire, you'll get it.
Who's the person that you care about the most in this world? Name me one.
My mom.
Yeah. So if someone came and took your mom and put her on a cloud in the sky, and the only way that you could see her again is if you built a tower high enough to be able to bring her back down or to be with her again, would you wake up tomorrow and wonder why would you get building?
The thing about it that people don't realize is that they're so much closer to that breakthrough than they realize. You're so much closer to that body that they want than they realize. You're so much closer to that business that they want than they realize. But they're like, I've been doing this for 4 years and I'm barely getting to where I want to be. Just keep going. One of the beautiful things about life is that most people start, but most people give up too soon. Why is that beautiful? Because it shows you if you just don't stop, you'll eventually get to where you want to go. You'll eventually get to the place that you want to be.
The first thing you have to do is you have to realize that you have to want to get out of it, and you have to want it badly enough. So you got to figure out a path out of this trap that you're in. And it is a trap because if you're living paycheck to paycheck, it becomes a habit and it's going to stay with you your whole life. So every time there isn't a paycheck, you're going to freak out, you're going to go get the quickest, easiest job that you can get. You have to break out of that.
I want to introduce y'all to this very simple concept. That if you want it, you gotta go get it. Some of y'all got this concept of what you want to accomplish. You know, some of y'all are motivated by broke. I'm broke, I'm stuck, I'm fucked up, I can't do nothing. Some of y'all are motivated by just wanting to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Other folks are motivated by materialistic things. It's a very simple concept. If you want it, you gotta go get it.
That if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, and if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famish or gulf, sickness or pain or body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grim you besiege and beset it, with the help of God you'll get it.
So let me ask you, how hungry are you for success? Now get up. So that's my question to you. How hungry are you for success? What are you willing to give up in order to get what you want? What sacrifices are you willing to make? What excuses are you willing to let go? Are you willing to experience humiliation, embarrassment, rejection as part of the price? Are you truly committed to success, or are you just liking the idea? See, most people, that's the problem. They just kind of want it. They talk about it, they think about it, they complain about it, but they don't really want it.
Well, how do you measure somebody that's the hungriest? You know what's the number one way you measure somebody that's hungry? Very simple. Their sense of urgency. That's simple. Let me explain to you why. So people say, wow, you have no idea how hungry I am. Really? Yeah. What'd you do about it today? Oh, not today, but tomorrow I'm gonna, you ain't hungry, man. You just think you're hungry. You are not hungry. You may be hungry to go eat lunch. You may be hungry to go have dinner. Fine, I'll give that to you. You ain't hungry to compete in the marketplace.
How bad do you want this? If it's as bad as you want to live or breathe or sleep, whatever the hell it may be, I can work with you. But a lot of people, most people don't want it that badly, which is why they always ask the question, man, how did you get to where you are? You know how to do it. You know exactly how to be you or how to be me. You don't want to do it. So I can't make you do it. And nor do I have the time or energy to force you into that place that I know you have to be to do it. There's no luck in this game, man. There may be a little bit of luck, but the luck happens after you bust your ass and you put yourself in that lucky situation. Luck doesn't happen. You put yourself in that situation where luck might happen. And that's what people don't know. But to get there, luck ain't gonna happen. You have to put yourself in that situation, man. It takes a lot of work.
So many people start something new and they do it for 2 years and it doesn't work. So then they start something new and they do it for 2 years and it doesn't work. So then they start something new and they do it for 2 years and it still doesn't work. And they're like, why can't I succeed? Why can't you succeed? Because you won't stop stopping. Just keep going, dude. That's all you got to do. Eventually, you'll figure out exactly how to succeed at the thing that you want to succeed at. It's that simple.
I wanted to be something so bad, man. It kept me up at night. It worried me. I couldn't sleep. I wanted to be something so bad. Man, I used to cry about it because I felt like I was nothing.
I wanted to do something that nobody had ever done before. And that started with a dream and a goal. I wanted to be the greatest of all time. I went 5 straight years without missing a single day of workout, 365 days a year. Every single day I was in the water. And in the sport of swimming, when you miss one day, it takes you 2 days to get back. So I was already I was continuing to build on that throughout that time. And you know, that was kind of just how I was. There are days you're not gonna wanna do it, sure. And everybody has those days. But it's what you do on those days that help you move forward.
I'm fine with the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm fine being flawed. I'm fine with all the things that have happened to me that have been exposed. I'm fine with it all. I don't hide from it. I don't run from it. I don't avoid any of it. I'm fine. It's all right. It's a bed that I made for myself. I happily lay in it. And I'll be fine figuring it out, moving forward. The sun don't stop for nobody, man. The sun don't stop. The sun gonna be up in the morning regardless. That sun is gonna be up in the morning regardless of how I feel and how depressed I am. The sun is gonna shine in the morning, and at nighttime the moon gonna be there. And you gonna look up these days gonna keep going by. The sun is gonna. So do you let the days go by and look up and you done wasted a year doing what? Or do you just pick it up? All right. Got to figure it out, made some mistakes, life goes on. Let me figure out life from this point.
This is why I want you to hang out, Andre, with a 90-year-old. You'll be more scared to not go for it after...
Hello. Brother is not there today. What a picnic. What? Hey, Mike is also good today. Oh, let me open chart. Oh my god, 1 hour has a big ass fair value gap. Why? Two, 4 hours selling. Oh, even 4 hours very, very bullish. Even 4 hour has a fair value gap. Farm. We are Charlie Cook. I'm not streaming. Every time I fucking stream, I lose. I can't like lose now. I need payout. See, we do it with analysis. It won't go wrong. Trust. Straight tracing to the 1 hour fair value gap. Arey, Mugdha told to ask. You think I'll ask some stupid question like that? They were staring at my phone, man. That's why I told yes. They were staring at my phone. They were like, ask Rashik what is Da Vinci teaching? No. Which date? Yesterday's date. Mm. Yeah. Was that a sweep? Mm. Mm. Then what? Did you go into loss? No, right? What do you mean MT5 didn't close your trade? Mm. Mm. Hmm. Hey, 1:9. My God. Big player, big player. 1:9. Hmm. You're gonna risk 0.01 lot, no? Okay. I'm gonna go fill bot. News came. Man, are you fucking retired, man? You told news is there. It's gonna break 5-minute high. It might break 5-minute high. I don't know. Boy, 1 minute. Oh, no, it didn't break 1-minute high. For what? Taking? Hey. 4316. Why are you silent? रुको. Oh, very bullish. Every rate is still Mm. Oh man. Man, silly mistakes. Trifle. Is there liquidity in 1 hour? There's no. What about 4 hours? 4 hours have equal highs, right? Hmm. 4 hours, not 15 minutes. Hmm. Hmm. Retrace. Uh, if this break structure, I'm buying in 5 minutes. Did it break structure? High, move up. No, almost. No, 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 no. If it forms a 5-minute fair value gap, should I wait it to retrace? No, it might. Oh, wait, sure. Hmm. Oh, we're gonna break structure. My God. Not Monday. Tomorrow, right? Oh, you like that? Should I enter if it breaks 5-minute structure? Hmm? Let it close. Buying 0.03. Fuck the certificate. I'm gonna prove them wrong. Wait. Let it close. Bye. Where's fucking 4-hour fair value? Yep. Why? What are you waiting for? Retracement. Nah. No. 0.03. Where is the fair value gap? 4-hour fair value gap. Whoa. Big. Oh, it's very. Is that a fair value gap? What? Oh, very tiny. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Close. Close. $0.86. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. That's fine, man. I didn't want a certificate. Mm. Always click remember me, never. Yeah. What does this mean? Today say. So when can I take out? Mm. Should I trade on Tuesday also? Should I trade on Tuesday? Uh, oh. Oh, okay. You sell from that fair value gap area. Mm. Mm. Classic Bopalna Sriram. Hey. Did you verify? Gone, no payout. You won't, yeah. I don't know what I think I gave Aadhaar or passport, one of those. I'll be done in like 5 minutes. Contract. Hey, hey, let me see. Where should I preview document? Where should I sign? Wait. Oh, wait, is it because of that? Wait. Contract. What should I sign? Which one is my account? 881. 881. 881. Asif. Shut your bitch ass. Oh. Trader name. Trader name. Shit. Yahya Abelzaka CEO. How do I download this? Download. Hmm. How do I sign in PDF? Adobe. Ah, you dumb. No, man. You don't need to do that shit. Adobe. Adobe. No, what else should I do for a payout? Adobe.
Hanging out with people that literally, when I tell you, when you hang out with the 80 to 100-year-old set, all you see in their face is regret. You know, you see joy and happy, but if you look for what we're trying to learn from them, of like, what did you do that I can learn from? It's all regret, brother. You would be far more scared to wake up one day and say, why didn't I go for being a piano star? Why didn't I try to be a stand-up comic? You know, why didn't I move to Sweden? Whatever it is, be a cook, be a professional video game player, whatever it is, you will be fearful of that so much more than your sister or your uncle or your spouse or your best friend laughing at you when you stop doing what you're doing and you go for this thing.
You know, there comes a day, man, everyone's gonna have this day. There comes a day where being average, being mediocre is just sickening to you. It's just sickening. It makes you want to throw up because you've seen people with far less talent than you. As you're growing up with them, their childhood buddies, whatever else, they didn't have what you had. Yet now they're going to become something that you haven't. There comes that day. It's either when you're young, you know, and it strikes you on the baseball field because you're sick of striking out, or it's when you get fired from your 5th job, you know, and your wife and kids are on your ass because they don't know how to support you anymore. There comes a day where push comes to shove. Where being mediocre, being like average and just burns and sucks so much. You can't deal with it one more day, and you get off your ass, and you create something that's always been there. It's always been inside of you trying to come out, but you've never wanted to unwrap it because there's too much pain and commitment.
You get absolutely better returns at the top ends of achievement, because oftentimes assets pool to the winners. The problem is, to achieve the highest levels, you have to give up proportional amounts of the things you hoped the achievements would get you. There comes a time when the hard work you have to do is learning that you can't work any harder any longer, and that you have to change what got you here to what will get you to where you want to go. You can work to get anything you want, but you have to sacrifice the other things you want to keep it. And that's sometimes harder than the work.
And that's the issue. We don't really want it that bad. We don't want it that bad. So the unstoppable force. Hunger is the unstoppable force.
But I'll be
Hunger
back.
is
I'll
what
talk
it's going to make you unstoppable. Hunger is what.
I have to talk to someone. Someone, man. I'll come in 30 minutes.
What is going to keep you going when things get tough? Hunger drives success. Hunger destroys all fear or failure. Hunger is your ultimate competitive advantage. It is your ultimate. When you want something bad enough, and when you know what you want and you want it bad enough, you'll find a way to get it. You'll find a way to get it. I disrupt people when I say, you make me extraordinary, because it lets you off the hook.
Wake up every day. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want your dream? It's so much easier to forget that vision than to remember it, right? So if you're going to remember it, you got to keep it alive in your mind.
Want is the only prerequisite for making a decision. You got to get this, burn this into your mind. You don't even have to understand this in any depth. Just accept it. Want is the only thing. Just, you want it, but you've got to really want it. It's not just some passing fancy. I saw this suit, I think it's kind of nice. I saw this car. Yeah, I'd like to have that car. Do you really want it? If you really want it, that's all you need. You don't need the money. You don't need to know how you're going to get it. You don't need to know any of that stuff. But you've got to really want it. You see, when you really want it and you make a decision, you flip your brain onto the frequency that you have to be on. The way to get it is already here. But you got to get in harmony or you're never going to figure it out. That's why when you get on that frequency, that's the only information that can come to you. That's the information you need to get there. You've done this. You've done this in different times, not really understanding what you've done.
You know, if you want to do something and you want it that bad, you'll make sacrifices. And, you know, growing up for me as a kid, I made a lot of sacrifices that I didn't see them there right now. You know, there were Saturdays or Fridays where, you know, I'd give up going to a dance or hanging out with my friends because I had work out the next day. But those things that I gave up, you know, were things that I wanted to help me get to my goal. And there were times where I've been put in uncomfortable situations, but I've used my mental power, my mental strength to push through it.
Like one of my Twitter quips was, the only true test of intelligence is if you get what you want out of life. And that triggers a lot of people. But how else do you know? How else do you know if you're smart? If you're not getting what you want out of life, how smart are you really? Okay, you might have had bad luck once upon a time, but consistently, every time, I doubt it. And there's two parts to that. One is actually testing yourself against the world to see if you get what you want. And the other is wanting the right things in the first place. You know, I wish I was 20 years old and had wings. Not gonna happen. So you gotta wish for the right things too.
Let me tell you a story. So a friend of mine and I, we went for a run in Central Park. And on this particular day, when we got to the end of the run, there were some free bagels. And they had picnic tables set up, and on one side was a group of volunteers. On the table were boxes of bagels, and on the other side was a long line of runners waiting to get their free bagel. So I said to my friend, let's get a bagel. And he looked at me and said, the line's too long. And I said, free bagel. And that's when I realized that there's two ways to see the world. Some people see the thing that they want, and some people see the thing that prevents them from getting the thing that they want. I could only see the bagels. He could only see the line. So the point is you don't have to wait in line. You don't have to do it the way everybody else has done it. You can do it your way. You can break the rules. You just can't get in the way of somebody else getting what they want.
And when you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful, as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.
Act
like the person you want to become. That's not fake it till you make it, by the way. This is intentional. Intentionally act like the person you want to become.
Walk, talk, act, look like the person you want to be.
It's not becoming a millionaire that's important. It's the person that you must become in order to become a millionaire. You have to become a completely different person. You have to develop character beyond 99% of the people in the world.
In other words, act as if you are already the person that you want to be and having the success that you want to have.
See, you can do anything. You can get up any hour, read any book, take any class, make any change, develop any skill, do any discipline. I mean, you can do it all. Or when the why starts to grow, the how.
Like the person you want to be.
You don't have what you need. An abundant person doesn't do that. You got to look at that and say, I got to break these habits.
Yes.
Oh my God, if I truly want to be abundant, I can't act this way. Now here's the big one. If I truly want to be a new personality that's in a new personal reality, I can't take lack with me. I can't take unworthiness. I can't take the story that goes along with it with my parents or my grandparents or my ex or whatever. That story has to end, right? I mean, if not now, when?
Whatever it is that you would like to do better, act as though you're a top-flight expert at it. And if you continue to play this part long enough, you will become an expert. If you can get a mental image of the person you would most like to become, begin now to act as that person would act in everything you do. Gradually, imperceptibly, you will actually become that person. It goes back to what the great German poet and philosopher Goethe once said. Before you can do something, you must first be something. Before you can do what you would most like to do, you must first become the person who can do it. A woman cooking dinner has only to act like a great chef to turn out a better meal. The student who begins to act like a top student will begin to get better grades. You can even look much better by simply acting like the person you would most like to look like and be like.
Everybody wants to be a millionaire. Everybody dreams of being a millionaire. You believe everybody can be a millionaire. Why?
Well, I think there's an infinite source of supply. We've been endowed with mental faculties that the most erudite scientists won't even guess at. I think most people wander around in a deep sleep, and they don't think, they don't invest in themselves. And the second they wake up and start doing that, everything starts to change. $1 million is not a lot of money. It might have been a number of years ago, but it certainly isn't anymore. They could break it up into small parts and anyone can do it. I just believe it's a fairly simple thing to do. I don't think it's complicated. I think learning to earn money is much the same as learning how to type or drive a car. It's just something you learn how to do and then you go ahead and do it.
You want to become a millionaire? Then don't just work harder, think better. Wealth starts in the mind, long before it ever shows up in the bank. Millionaires think in terms of value, not just time. They invest, they plan, they multiply, while others consume. Don't say, I can't afford it. Say, how can I afford it? Change the question, and you change the answer. Act like a millionaire, show up early, read daily, speak less, listen more. Don't wait for motivation, create discipline. Remember, you can't have $1 million dream with a minimum wage mindset.
Steve Jobs put it very well. What did Jobs say? He said, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust the dots will somehow connect in the future.
The concept of act as if you are a millionaire is a concept that can transform your life and your understanding of abundance. What it truly means to act as if you are a millionaire, and how true abundance is more than just receiving wealth. It's about sharing, contributing, and making a meaningful impact on the world around you. There is the idea of what you imagine yourself to be. But what does this really mean? It is believed that by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, by living as though your desires have already come true, you align yourself with the reality you wish to create. So, when we talk about acting as if you are a millionaire, it's not just about pretending to have money. It's about embodying the qualities, the mindset, and the emotions of someone who is truly abundant.
Your beliefs all of a sudden take on an entirely new meaning, and it starts with the language that you applied to them? Is it the end or is it the beginning? Is God punishing me or is God giving me the opportunity of a lifetime? It's language. And these beliefs that we have, because they're below the surface, we take them as facts of life. And they're not. They're just beliefs.
You're worth it. But do you really understand what that means? And repeat after me. I'm worth it. Forget the naysayers and silence the critics, even if the harshest words are the ones you say to yourself. Do not doubt yourself, and this time speak it louder, really loud. I'm worth it. And the next time you hesitate before going after something you want, the next time you blush and brush off a compliment, the next time you doubt your place in the world, in the workplace, in your home, or in your own skin, say these words to yourself: I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Because you are, and always will be.
But when it comes to manifesting based on science, I want you to think as manifesting as a bridge. Manifesting is a bridge that's made of bricks between you and the thing that you dream about. And what you do when you manifest is you don't manifest where the bridge is going. You manifest the bricks. Visualization is the bricks. Anybody is capable of achieving anything. I actually believe that because I think human beings are designed to change. You're capable of breaking any pattern. You're capable of getting control of your health. You're capable of launching a business. You're capable of making millions of dollars. You're capable of healing your trauma, of finding love, of doing absolutely anything that you put your mind to, as long as you are willing to do the work for it and as long as you give up your timeline. Because I do believe that people who put in the work get rewarded.
The moment you start feeling abundant and worthy, you are generating wealth. The moment you're empowered and feel it, you're beginning to step towards your success. The moment you start feeling whole, your healing begins. And when you love yourself and you love all of life, you'll create an equal. And now you're causing an effect. And I think that's the difference between living as a victim in your world, saying, I am this way because of this person or that thing or this experience. They made me think and feel this way. When you switch that around, you become a creator of your world and you start saying, my thinking and my feeling is changing an outcome in my life. And now that's a whole different game, and we start believing more that we're creators of reality.
The secret is to get and hold fast in your mind the mental image of the person you would most like. And in every situation, you act and talk as you feel that person would. You make the kind of decisions you think that person would. This is the way to constantly grow into a better, more effective person. You immediately begin to act with more confidence, and confidence is the first step to accomplishment. As your accomplishments begin to grow, which they most certainly will, real confidence slowly takes the place of the part you've been playing. Now, your life will not be transformed overnight. There'll be no sudden miracles, perhaps, but steadily, day by day, you'll grow into the image you hold in your mind. If you doubt this, try it for 30 days and watch what happens. You've got nothing to lose. The time is going to pass anyway. Why not put it to work, becoming the person you most want to become? It's the trick of the experts in every field.
The imagination is the most marvelous, miraculous, inconceivably powerful force that the world has ever known. And you know, the average individual uses the imagination, if they use it at all, against themselves. They imagine what they don't want. They imagine problems coming. Let's begin to use our imagination the way God meant it to be used. It's the greatest creative faculty that we possess. And we can build anything we want with it. I want you to wander around your home or possibly your office and take a look at all of the conveniences that you have there that you didn't have, let's say, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years ago, 25 years ago. Do you know that every one of them, without exception, was first created in the mind of one individual with their imagination?
Do you know you can use your imagination to go into the future and bring it into the present? That's what all highly successful people do. They see where they want to go, and then they act like the person they want to become. It was William James from Harvard's advice. He says it's the actor's technique. Act like the person you want to become.
If you up your ass and you write everything you want from God on a piece of paper, now here's the exercise I want you to do. This gonna trip you out. Write everything you want from God on a piece of paper. Be as detailed as you can. Write it down. The object for you is to write down 300 things. If you could have anything you wanted, put it on a piece of paper. Anything. How many cars? What kind of car? What color? Where you want your next house to be? Do you want a summer home? Where you want to travel to? How much you want in the bank? How much would you like to have to retire? What you want to leave for your grandkids? How much would you like to give all your siblings? Would you like to one day walk in there and just give all your family a check? Put everything you want on a piece of paper. Do not stop until you have 300 things. Take 5 minutes and read your list every night, every morning. 1 year from today, wait 1 year from today, and take a pen out and go down on your list and check off anything that has happened for you that's on that list. Listen to me. If you do that in faith, if you read your list with the expectation that God is going to do some great things for you, at the end of 1 year, you will be stunned at how much stuff comes off that list.
Tell me a moment about multiple earning sources. People dream of having money come to them when they're not working at it.
When I started this 30 years ago, I read a book and my income took off like a rocket. I went from earning $4,000 a year to $175,000, and then I took it over $1 million. But when I first started, I thought the answer was get another job. I had 5 jobs. I came to one day on the street. There were police officers around me. There was an ambulance there. They were going to take me away. I was killing myself. I thought that's how you earn more money. You just get more jobs, work longer hours. And I realized that wasn't the way to do it. Then I realized that getting a better job wasn't the way to do it because every job has a lid on it. So I started to study wealthy people. And I realized that all of them had many sources of income. Not 1, not 2, some of them 102. And I come up with the idea they have multiple sources of income. And I thought, why couldn't we teach that?
So the key to the better economic future is to become an attractive person with an attractive personality, an attractive list of skills, your knowledge of the marketplace, your ability to deal with a variety of personalities, all of those things that anyone can learn with a bit of study, practice, repetition.
So first is understanding that you're not what your religion tells you are. You're not what your parents tell you you are. You're not what your friends tell you you are. In fact, you're not even what you tell yourself you are, because you don't even truly understand your limitless potential. So when you live in a situation whereby you're limited by the opinions and the insecurities and the projections of other people, what you're doing is you're limiting your potential and your growth for self-development. And the first part is understanding that you can become whoever you want to become. If you want to become successful, you will become successful. If you want to become rich, you will become rich. If you want to become literate, you will become literate. If you want to become well-traveled, you will become well-traveled. But you can't want something and then do another 100 things that are an antithesis or completely opposite to the goal that you want. So if I want to get rich, well, I'm gonna have to pay the price. If I want to travel the world, I'm gonna have to pay the price. And most people, they want something, they wish things, but they don't truly want them and then work towards them. So know where you want to go, know what you want.
Yeah. I need to sign, wait. Acrobat. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. No, not set as default. No. Fuck off. Oh. Welcome. Open file. FOREX radar. Radar. How do I type? type. Image, I have an image. A sec. Type text. Yes. See here. Date. Save. 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 I send the contract. Pende. Yeah. Eh. Mobile user. Mobile user. How much does this guy make? CEO? Did you take any trade? A mutual friend? Huh? You're friends with this guy? Jalad. Hey, shit, connections! Connections! Uh, oh, bye. What do you mean my end? Is he fucking dumb? He's telling the remember option is from my end. Issue. I don't think so. Be booked? Be booked? Be booked? Be booked? What? What? What is that? What happened? Wait. Ow, 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 ow. Funded trader. Funded. Funded trader. See that? Huh? Huh? Do you have that, Yashik? Huh? Funded traded role. Have this. Huh? 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 What? Bharat boss. VIP. Who is this guy, man? A lot of roles. head of vibe. Funded. Huh. What? It's not giving setup gold. It's not going to the 4 hour thing. 4 hour 5 hour gap. It went, then why did it not take? Ba 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 ba. Bump and dump and pump. Pump. Euro USD. Time is there. Time is there. 3 trading days, right? Oh, looks bullish. Euro USD. Oh, did it sweep? Hey. What is your bias on Euro USD? 4 hour 5 hour gap is there. No, it is bearish, right? Candle close. I think it'll tap this fair value gap and pump. 1 hour, 1 hour. Hmm. Oh, gonna be bullish once it tapped here. But pump, pump. Hello. Oh wait. Chat's got leaked on this. Chat's almost got leaked. Sleep. Bye bye. I'm going. Bye.
This was the setup, I guess. Zero point five tapped. Entry over here. This will be set up if you want. But I don't think I want to take this setup. I just want to see if I can get stuck on this. Life is good, man. Life is good. We gotta be motivated. There is no motivation. You just be disciplined. That's all. 0.5 tapped. Everyone is enjoying their life. Meanwhile, me, 15 minutes. It's not a big deal, man. You gotta. I know tap 50%, okay. But I have to keep myself here. Yeah, and my damn, I don't use. It's a little bit big. And then 1.4.4. I'm gonna take like this here. If it retraces to here, then I might see service now. Gold is also behaving like this. See, we can see exhaustion for the market structure. I guess you won't get a trade today. Let's see how it play. So what down or this. I thought my mic is noise. I forgot I was using my mic on OBS too. Okay, I'm saying this is after this again 4 hours went inside. So no use right now. I don't think it will go this down to. This is what I'm targeting. It might continue the setup, but I want it to tap. Yeah, it was good. Good to see it. And I feel like, just directly broke the structure over here. I guess it will come up here. If it comes up, bang, there will be within 1 minute break also. Ba, 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 ba. This is blue, huh? Let's see if this break structure. Yeah, 4 minutes. Yeah. Okay, here I should have my sheesh. Nice. No tap, didn't tap it. I thought it tapped. This is what very fair value gap. This is the fair value gap. That's in the polite. We need to tap inside this. This is the good setup. Ah, bro, what? People might be bullish on gold, but I'm very sure why, because see, if market wants to continue this, might be this, not this also. Market want to continue this, it should react to some of the favorable area. If it doesn't react, then it is pretty bullish for me. But it happened it shouldn't show any reaction over here. This I might pump. Life is like retracement now. Because sometimes life will be up and sometimes life will be down. You have to just ride the wave, ride the wind. Because who knows when you will reach this ATH. As I said, life will be up, life will be down. If this hits 80th, then I have no idea how I will try. Have to find a strategy for that. Three, two, one. Okay, this broke structure. Here a tap, that is a tap, I'll consider it as a tap. I have nothing. If this forms a where will I get the answer? Yep, I'm selling it. I sold you. Go. Nice. Veggie. Keep it the same $20. SLB $9. Let's see how it works, how it plays. I try my best not to lose my emotion. If there's such a down, I'll be able to can. I don't. Um, let's see how it plays. Okay, let again. I don't want to be in this empty pie chart.